My name is Velindaba, the neuroengineer. I'm all about transforming minds from a place of mental darkness to mental light. And I do this by using the high-performance tool called the Velindaba Neuroengineering Leadership Effect, which is based on the fundamental principles of neuroscience, engineering, as well as motivation. Because we definitely need to be motivated in order for us to get to the next level of our beings. Because without that, then there's nothing much that we can really do. And I work a lot with organizations and with leaders, and I think I'm just so privileged today, just to be sharing some space with one of the powerful global leader that I always look up to, and I've seen and watched him changing places, and really achieving so much. And I don't want to do some disservice, and I'd let him introduce himself so that we can just be able to carry on with the business of the day. So
thanks, Veli, and thanks to inviting me to your campus, and good to meet your team. My name is Sthembiso Phakathi. I work at Deloitte as a director within our organizational transformation practice. My work is about helping organizations transform. I do a lot of work in organizational transformation and business design, organizational transformation, as well as it relates to actually orchestrating new businesses using principles of organizational design. And part of my work also is around workforce transitions and business coaching and leading and coaching leaders in about around leading organizations, and also around this big thing around transitions, including M&A or mergers and acquisitions. And also my work is about helping leaders champion the strategic change, whatever they are going through, whether it's new processes, whether it's new ERP. So my work is in that space. So and largely my work is in mining and energy space as well.
What did you say to someone who is in their early 20s, for an example, who aspire to be leaders? What sort of advice, what are the 3 or 4 basic skills that you will actually, sort of like advise them to acquire?
Yeah, I think the first one really is be comfortable that you are going to be vulnerable and you're going to take some knocks along the road, and also be comfortable that you are going to have to be pushed into a corner because people that are leading, especially large organizations, do the work that is very risky, and it's very highly exposed to risk. I think you mentioned it just now. I think the second one for me is around being a good communicator, and being a communicator also means being a good listener. I think a lot of leaders think that they've got the answers, all the answers reside with them, and they do not tap into the knowledge of co-workers, colleagues, as well as their teams. I think being a communicator also means that being able to actually assess the environment in which you operate. There's so many factors that affect business decision making. So if you're not in tune and connected to the ecosystem and the universe that surrounds you in that specific area, you become almost oblivious to some of the factors that might affect or impact your decision making. I think the third one is for me is being a good networker. Yes. Being a networker is also trying to connect the dots and finding people that are going to help you achieve success in whatever you're doing. And those people could include coaches, mentors, advisors, and people that are also going to be honest enough to call you out when they feel that you're pulling in the wrong direction. And sometimes leaders tend to feel that they don't need those people. And in my own life, I'm surrounded by an ecosystem of leaders and coaches, mentors, and people that hold me accountable. And in that way, I begin and I continue to learn. And it's a journey. But that first one around vulnerability is for me very, very important. Accepting that there are new skills that you're gonna battle with as you grow in your leadership journey.
Wow, you've said it. And when you talk about the issue of vulnerability, when I draw in some information from neuroscience, it comes back to the issue of self-confidence and self-esteem. You know, when you have a high level of self-confidence, you are able to be vulnerable because you know you've got nothing to lose. You know, and there's always so much, you know, that you can actually learn. And there's this terminology as well that we talk about, which is learning agility. The ability just to pivot, you know, the ability to be agile in terms of learning, because you know that you won't know everything. I mean, those things that you don't know, when someone brings in a different perspective to you, you are able to be very inquisitive and say, wow, and to be curious about it and say, wow, there's a different perspective and I love that. And then you can go and actually learn more on that. And I think for that, and I just want to thank you so much, you know, for coming through and just give us some of your global experience, you know, in terms of leadership. And it's such a great thing. And I truly believe that these are the kind of insights that you need to acquire in order for you to catapult or to take your leadership level from this level to that level. Because if you are not willing to be vulnerable and you are not willing to develop your communication skills and you are not able to network and to build your networks around you to create that ecosystem that will support you, you're not going to get much, or you're going to get far, you know, in life. So it's Velindaba once again. You're a neuroengineer, transforming minds from a place of mental darkness to mental light, because that's where we need to be in order for us to be our best. And I think Sthembiso, Mr. Phakathi, spoke about the issue of you being able to learn and to be able to understand yourself. So understanding self is such an important thing. So thank you very much, and catch us on our next episode. Thank you very kindly. Thank you.